Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Professional Farmer 2014. Haven't played in about a week. Kind of been busy with some other things and just kind of slacking off, I guess. Let's see, we are currently up to patch 1.012. Some of the big changes were they increased the prices for whatever your yields are, for harvesting. They increased the probability of rain, and they also increased the speed at which the rain would, kind of come in and move out, I guess. I guess it was really, when it would start to rain, it would be really slow, moving in and really slow moving out. So anyway, that was changed. They've also made some other fixes and things like that in the current update, and they've actually patched the game a couple times last week, in the past week, so that's actually good. Like I said, I haven't played in about a week, and oh my gosh, it's loud. Let's go into game. No. Sound options. Boy, am I blind. Had a couple people want me to turn the sound volume down, so I'll do that. So hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. I'm going to turn the music off for right now too, because it's getting somewhat annoying. Please note that the game does not auto-save anymore. Make sure... Oh, thank gosh. So we actually have to save the game. This will overwrite current progress. It's still, yeah, but it still overwrites the same save spot. So, what was our mission? And I've kind of forgot. Current objectives, plow the field again. Okay. So, I've been getting some pretty good feedback on my farming, or my professional farmer videos, so that's pretty good. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you do watch regularly, again, don't forget to hit the like button. Come on, look up. Why is this not working? Oh. I guess it was working, I'm just blind. Alright, so we're going over, and there's still no cruise control. Or at least not in the way that I'm expecting the cruise control to be implemented. Let's put it that way instead. So it looks like we have to come back over here and... plow some fields, I guess. Maybe we'll plow this one and the other one, I don't know. I think in the last episode we're supposed to be getting ready for like the winter yield or something, or the winter crops. Let's see here. R to put the attachment down. And let's see here. We don't want to go all out. So let's try this speed. We're just going to go straight down the field line here. And yeah, doing pretty good. Oh, I'm so glad that they took the glare off the windshields. That was a huge bug fix. It wasn't a bug really. I mean, it was just, they probably thought this is going to be great, and then people were like, no, this is awful. Okay, rotate the plow. Is it rotating? Yep. I hope that I have the plow the right way. Wait a second. I'm doing this a little bit differently than before, aren't I? Wait, what did I just do? Oh, I'm shifting gears. I've been playing Farming Simulator. I just did some Farming Simulator videos the other day, and so they're currently one of us currently uploading right now, and it has 1,515 minutes to finish uploading. So yeah, that's not insignificant there. All right, so getting back onto farming. Okay. Trying to find a faster plowing speed here. So we'll kind of see how that's plowing. Okay, that looks good. Raise that up. Hit T to rotate the plow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going in circles here. R, drop the plow. And we're plowing. Yeah, so I know that there have been some people out there. They're talking about this game being buggy. I haven't experienced any major bugs. I would like to kind of jump over to the combine though and see if they fixed the spelling of header. I think that was one of the things that they reportedly did fix. So I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. Plop. That's neat how when the plow plops down, you kind of see the tractor, rock a little bit, because that's actually how tractors behave when you put a plow down or seeders down or whatever, because it pulls the tractor in one direction or another. Do we miss a spot up there? And we kind of did, didn't we? That might have been because I pulled up, I raised the plow too quickly. This time I'll bring it all the way out. There we go. Okay. And the car's coming. Nope. But yeah, I mean, I still have yet to find any major bugs. At least nothing that's bothered me yet. Some people are kind of complaining about, how this game goes by seasons, or, not really even seasons, kind of like, early spring, late spring, early summer, late summer. Not really sure, if we bypass the winter. I think somebody made the comment the other day on one of my videos that there's not really a winter season. It's like you just maybe go back to the spring season, I guess. I don't know. Plowing. Oh, this is always so painstakingly slow. I do still wish that they would have a cruise control of some sort. Because your finger just gets tired holding the W key down all the time. But, small pet peeve, nothing huge. Let's see, let's go to our field. Okay, so we've plowed 33% of the field. Okay, the plow is rotating and dropping the plow. No, get lined up. Oh, you can see the leaves falling there. I was kind of wondering what those were. I was seeing a few of them, but I can't say, you know, I see just random leaves flying around in the fall, though. But I guess that's how, you know, especially not green ones. Usually, you know, the vast majority of the leaves I see fall are, you know, like your yellow ones and your brown ones, red, orange, all of the fall colors. But nothing major. Nothing major to concern myself with. Oh, I just want to get this field plowed and get on to something a little bit more exciting. But I kind of want to do this whole first season, you know, on camera for you guys, and then when we start our second season, I'll probably, you know, do most everything on camera for you guys then as well. I think in one video I might have paused the video while I was plowing, you know, just in case you know, I kind of want to do it just in case there's like a message or something like that that, you know, pops up on the screen. It's like, hey, those $5 scratch-off tickets just paid off. You won $100,000, or, you know, something like that. Kind of like Monopoly, where you know, you take the card and it's like, you just won the lottery. Advance to go, collect $200. Go, go, go. So we have to have about half of the field plowed by now. Yep, 50%, right on the money. Alright, so we're halfway plowed. Moving along, moving along. I would really like it, or, you know, like to see a version of this game with multiplayer integrated. I think that would be really cool. But I don't know, maybe somewhere down the road they're gonna do that. Wait a second, am I turning this the right way? Yep. I want to see how there we go. Trying to see kind of how far right I can get before I start getting the little line, because I don't want to be doing more work than I have to do, you know. Okay, there we go. I think that's the bit. I want to get the maximum plowage that I can possibly get. Yeah, so if I do it this way, if I put the, you know, the last plow row kind of like on the right side of my, you know, not the fender, but the front of the, it's not even really the cab. I want to say the fuselage, but we're not in an aircraft. You know, like the motor cowl up front there. The cowling, the front cowling there. That might get me a little bit more plowing, get things done about, you know, 15 seconds faster. Or I don't know, you know, it adds up. It might add up to an extra row or two by the time you go all the way across the field, especially on big fields. And hopefully next season, it'll also open us up to, you know, more pieces of equipment will open up. So we might be able to buy like a larger plow and a larger cultivator and so on. So I don't know, we'll see what happens then. Make sure that's, there we go. Oh, I didn't line it up properly. 71%. All right, there's another one. All right. Just a few more lanes. I wonder what we're going to do after this. I wonder if we'll plow that field over there to our left. Because that'll that'll probably be one where I'm going to just say, okay, I'm going to pause it. You know, pause the video, plow it, and come back. This field's a bit smaller, so I don't think by too much. What am I doing? Flop. All right. So we should just have a couple more passes to go. We'll probably do like down, up, and be done. And then I'm sure we'll have to cultivate. Okay. Turn that around. Turn my tractor around. Plop it down. And we're almost done. I think another, yeah, probably one more pass and we'll be done. But we'll probably get the message like, you can now drive back home. Yeah. No, I don't want to drive back home. I want to finish my field off because I want to get the maximum yield. I've also thought about the possibility of using time-lapse for segments where I'm doing like really big fields where I'm, you know, or doing things like this, like plowing, where it's just kind of like, you know, there's not a whole lot to watch, except going up and down the field, you know, a lot. And I thought about, well, I could kind of use a time-lapse effect to speed up the video so you can kind of still see what's going on screen, but you know, in a much accelerated view. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think it's kind of a cool idea, but you know, I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below. And you know, if you like that idea, let me know. You know, just put your comment in and hit the like button. That way I know you'll like it. But anyway, I was thinking about that the other day, and I thought, you know, that might be kind of a cool way just to kind of still keep what's going on screen without the videos getting too tedious and repetitive. So, all right. So now we can actually gear up. Oh, there we go. Now we're speeding up. Ah. Uh-oh, what's that crackling sound? Oh, they still haven't fixed that. It only happens in this view when you're kind of zoomed out a bit. Okay, so we have to go back home. We have to drop the plow off, I'm sure. Detach the plow, yes. How did I know you were going to want me to detach the plow? I just don't know. Drop that down. Detach. Okay, now we have to cultivate. What did I tell you? Cultivate. Cultivation. Oh, actually, since I'm here, can I get in here? Nope, they still didn't. They still didn't change the spelling of header. Okay, fail. All right. So now we are going to head back, and we are going to start to cultivate. And we'll start out on the left side over here yet again. Whoa. Suede is a bit more difficult. Now, yeah, here I think we're going to have to do it by the left fender again. So, plop that down. And we'll just kick it off into high gear, I guess. At least we go a little bit more quick, you know, a little bit faster in cultivating. I just want to kind of get out. Yep, we're pretty much right on the money. Good deal. And this one we don't even really have to lift up. We can just, like, you know, do a circle, come back around, line it up with the right fender, and continue on up the field. And hopefully we'll be able to cover up this little spot up here that I didn't plow properly, and then no one will ever know. I'll know, but then I'll forget about it and won't care about it anymore. Okay, and we'll just cultivate the street. Yeah, you you wouldn't want to actually do that with a real cultivator. Hey, what's going on? Cultivating, cultivating. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else I've been playing. Oh, I started playing Starbound with, which is a new game. It's a bit like Terraria, but with more of a sci-fi theme. I've never played Terraria, honestly. I've just, you know, read lots of people comparing it to Terraria, but I kind of, you know, my description was, to me it's kind of like Minecraft if Minecraft were made in like 1994 for the Super Nintendo, because it's like a side-scrolling platform game, and I'm sure it's not going to appeal to everyone, but there's actually a lot of depth to it. You know, more than you would think, I think. I was kind of worried that, is it going to get boring because it's just a side scroller? But no, it hasn't so far. I've been, enjoying it quite a bit. It just did come out on Steam, I think, last week. The Steam Early Access. Uh-oh. Gotta back up here. I'm not aligned properly. Hey, what's going on? Oh. I'm like, why can't I go backwards? I'm like, oh yeah, because you can't go backwards with a cultivator. Okay. Wow, I think we're even going faster now. I think we were going 18 kilometers an hour before, and now it seems like we're going even a little bit faster. I'll take it. I'll take every kilometer or mile per hour I can get. Make sure I put the plow back down. Or the cultivator, not the plow. We're already done plowing. Yeah, I think I was saying in one of the earlier episodes, on our farm when my cousins plant it, they don't really plow anymore. I don't even think they cultivate. They use what's called a seed drill, and you just go right over and bam, done. So it definitely saves a lot of time and fuel and money, obviously. But I'm sure there's got to be times where they would still want to plow a field or cultivate it or something. In a way, cultivating is kind of like plowing. It's just on a finer scale, I think. If I'm sure there's guys out there that do actual farming. So let us know what the difference is between plowing and cultivating in the comments. Because whenever I've seen it done, the plow takes a big chunk of soil and turns it over, breaks the ground, turns that soil over. I know it also, in the process of doing that, it probably does release a lot of moisture from the soil. But I think the main goal with plowing, I would think, would be to break up the soil to make it easier for planting your crops, right? And cultivation, is going to kind of take those large furrows, which are the rows that you make with the big plow, the big plow discs, and it's going to kind of chop up that thick chunky soil into a much finer soil that moisture and this the growth of the seeds and things like that can penetrate a bit more easily. At least that's my logic on it. I could be completely wrong. There's a bunch of people out there right now like, no, Brad, you're totally wrong. So I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. Oh, let's see here. How much? 79% of the field is done. I'm really curious as to what the next step, what we're going to plant next is. It's probably going to be like, go to the farm shop and buy some barley or something. That tower has a lot of lines on it. A lot of support lines. Alright, so it should be 2 more passes. And we're going to get the message any moment saying, you can go back to the farm now. But are we going to? No, we're going to finish it right, because this is our field. Go, 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 go. One more row. Yay. Shoo. Plowing and cultivating. Almost finished. Now, if it has me go back and get the plow and then plow that field, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. Alright, there we go. Alright. So we are going to head back to the farm again. And we're going to see what our next task is. Hi, don't hit me. Don't hit my cultivator. I don't really drive like that in real life. Yep, okay. Well, I guess we're going to probably be getting a seeder then. And sow the field. Yep. So come over here, get our seeder. It's kind of getting caught on the little lip there. No. Okay, there we go. What are we supposed to sow? Wheat again? Let's see, how are we doing on gas? Alright, yeah, let's get some fuel. And I've got my little wheat indicator out there on the right. Okay, so now our seeder is full. So I guess we're planting wheat again. I guess I'm pretty much I'm trying to experiment with the different gears. What the heck? Oh, that's why I'm not going fast. I'm like, why is this not working? There we go. Alright, so plow, seed, and... or plow, cultivate, and sow. All in one episode. Okay, so we'll lower that. Let's see. Z, change direction. Alright. So let's go down into... I think 4B was like a good speed. And the seeder goes a little bit wider, I think. So that's fine. I haven't yet done a field that takes multiple, passes with the seeder yet. So that's good. So I guess this is going to be winter wheat then? Because it's late autumn. Or maybe it's just that the wheat, planting it in the winter, helps the seeds germinate or something like that in the spring, maybe? So maybe we'll get a bigger yield? I don't know. There goes Stocko. It looks like we're doing all right. Almost a quarter of the field done. Ooh. There we go. I do like this game. I think the people that are, farming sim diehards, that are kind of shrugging off this game, it's only 20 bucks, first of all. Or, I think it's only like 14.99 pounds, 19.99 US dollars. I have no clue what it is in euros. Probably like 12.99 euros or 14.99, something like that. But there's I think there are people who are like, oh, this game sucks because it's UIG, or because they're now like diehard into Farming Simulator 2013. That's I can't say this game is definitely going to appeal to everybody, because you can't hire a worker, at least not in the same capacity that you can in Farming Simulator. This is definitely more of a game about doing things manually. Not as manually as the Agrar Sims. I mean, those you'd actually have to pull your tractor up, get out of the tractor, and literally connect specific bits of your farming equipment. I kind of think that they should probably have multiple difficulty levels, where if you want, some in-depth highly detailed farming simulation, then yeah, you could have that. There was something like, I'm just going to get out of the tractor really quick. There was something that I was like looking at, or I think it was on the cultivator, but it would kind of be cool to say, okay, let's say, since we've got our seeder here, you can say, oh, I can't jump on my seeder. It's like, oh, one of the bits of the seeder is broken, and maybe like one of these little discs or something in here will glow and say, okay, that's the broken part. So you would actually have to get out of the tractor and like look through and say, hey man, what's broken? And then you'd have to have like a toolbox or something like that to go and fix it, or maybe some of these rivets or something broke loose, or things like that, because those are the type of things that farmers actually do have to deal with, out on the field. I was watching a farmer bring in his, what was it? It was the, he was doing corn, and I guess a bunch of corn got jammed in the header, and so of course he's out on the front of the combine as I'm driving by, and he's like, trying to rip all these, corn stalks out of the the big teeth on the front of the header. And I don't know, maybe he was going too fast, or I don't know, who knows. But it was kind of, I felt sorry for the guy. I mean, it was kind of humorous in a way, but um, you know, those are the kind of things, those are the kind of malfunctions that you don't see in, you know, games. Um, you know, I don't know if we want to get like Flight Simulator or X-Plane, or I'm trying to think. Oh gosh, what's the bus simulator? Um, what was the bus simulator everybody's was playing last year and complaining about it being like next to them? It was like trying to fire up the space shuttle or something like that. Is how difficult these buses were to operate. Um, but anyway, you know, I don't think it needs to be that difficult. You know, tractors aren't really that difficult to operate, I don't think. They're kind of like, you know, they're probably, you know, like a car, you know, with more hydraulic systems and things like that. But, you know, they're probably like big lawnmowers in a way, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just thinking aloud here. Oh, area plowed, area cultivated, and we'll soon have the area sown with wheat. And there we have it. Alright, so we'll raise up our seeder, kick it into high gear again. And I think that'll be it for this episode. You know, again, well, we'll see what our next mission's going to be first. We'll drop off the seeder at least. Get a little bit better viewpoint here. Ah. Alright, there we go. Alright, so next, looks like we'll have to fertilize the field. So alright guys, again, don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. And we'll be back in the next episode for another edition of Professional Farmer 2014. I'm Brad M73. Bye for now.